Boston, Massachusetts, the destination for the Lakers. For Boston, presently 6th in the East, sitting in that second tier of playoff teams, but plenty of confidence in that locker room. Lakers, Celtics, only on 2K Sports. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. And it's Nance in at the 5. And for the Celtics, well, this last stretch of the season could be the final NBA games for some of the aging stars in the league. Grant, when did you know it was time?
Well, you know, B.A., I made it 19 years in the league. And at 40 years old, I was kind of happy to be done. But I hope that all the guys retiring this year have the same closure I had.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Pass to Gilmore. To the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. A deep 3. Nance pulls down the board. Here's Evans. For 3. Doesn't go that time. Here's Gilmore. Pure from three-point range.
Tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
First quarter of play, a minute in. Pass to Evans. Now Nance. Here's Tony. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Clock at 6. Here's Sloan. They set the pick. Jack's up at 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Pass to Evans. The 3. And Hendricks gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
A look at the 2K leaderboard when it comes to second chance points. The NBA leaders over the last month. 5th best, the Celtics.
And the energy this team plays with on the offensive glass is infectious. They simply don't give up and keep after plays, which has boded well for them.
Pass to Sloan. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Here's Gilmore. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Tony. Here's the 3. Gilmore grabs the miss. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Sloan. Rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, they know they should have played better in that one. Not quite sure what happened.
Listen, I don't fault the effort. That was there all night. It was the quality of play that was lacking. There was not a ton of cohesion. They've got to figure it out.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Blocked!
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Deflected! And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Nance. And we have to take another look at that block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Here's Gilmore. He had 34 points in the win against Philadelphia. To the middle. And a two-handed jam!
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Evans. Nance with it. 6 on the shot clock. Buries it down low. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Pass to Gilmore. Lets it go from deep. Tony with a rebound. The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Evans. Yet to see a basket. Puts it up from 12. He can't get it to go.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
To the left side wing. Inside. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. He's got 5.
Impressive. I mean, challenging at the rim against length. You have to love the aggressiveness.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. So it's Los Angeles now, trailing by 4. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They really struggled to find their footing throughout the night. But towards the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night.
Here's Sloan. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Gilmore. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Tony with a rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pass to Nance. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go for him.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Doubled by Nance. Here's Gilmore. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Nance pulls down the board. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Evans. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
The Celtics shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Gilmore from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Gilmore's got 6 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Tony. Here's Evans. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after him.
Here's Sloan. 4-point game. Here's Gilmore. Off target with the three. And for the Lakers, they're shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Hendricks. Uses the glass to drop it in. Hendricks has gotten his second bucket.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Pass to Gilmore. Sinks the tray. He's got 7.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Tony. Here's Hendricks. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Gilmore. The three is up. Nance pulls down the board.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Pass to Tony. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
The first free throw is good. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Pass to Gabriel. 6 to shoot. Williamson for 3. Drains the triple. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Miles. Here's Ortiz to the paint. And he buries his first look.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And so it's Boston with it. They lead by 4. Pass to Gabriel. Now Williamson. Out left to the wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Miles, covered by Williamson. Pass to Hendricks. Lets the three fly, and they get it back. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. All right, now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past few months for him.
What a nice trend it's been for him in regards to rebounding. He's been attacking the glass these past few months. His numbers are way higher, and that makes him a more effective all-around contributor.
That free throw, no good. No good on the second free throw. Celtics lead by 7. Gabriel passes to Williamson. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Gabriel's shot is off. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Tony. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
.58 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Sloan. Still no points. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Five to shoot. Good on the bucket. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Down low. Pass to Miles. Here's Tony. The shot. Rebound Boston. Williamson looking around. To the wing on the left. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Back after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Pass to Miles. Here's Tony. 6 on the shot clock. puts up a deep three. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Now here's Williamson. Tight defense on him. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Sloan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Sloan's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Lakers trail by 8. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. To the wing, right side. Miles knocks it down from distance.
That's unselfish basketball. Opted to pass up his own shot and dish to a teammate instead.
Boston has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's the pick. Now here's Williamson. The D's right on him. Shot clock at 6. No good with a jumper from the wing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Miles. Pass to Tony. Shoots from the baseline. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And it's Williamson with the ball for Boston. It's a 3-point game. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. With the teardrop. There's the block. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Rose. To the middle. The shot by Miles, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Gabriel. And he drops it in from the low post. Gabriel's got his first 2 points. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seem to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
Celtics lead by 5. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Sloan driving inside. He got a piece of it. Pass to Miles. Here's Tony, covered by Williamson. He buries it from 3. Tony's got 5 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Williamson. Here's Sloan. Five on the clock. Lets it go. Boston again missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Tony. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Lakers. With the playoffs fast approaching, they are well positioned at second place in the conference.
When I look at the Lakers, they've been relentless competitors all season long. They've assured themselves of a lot of home games in the postseason, and we'll see if they can capitalize.
Here's Sloan. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. There's the screen. Here's Gilmore. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
These are his first free throws of the game.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Tony. Here's Miles. And a miss there on the triple. The Celtics have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Here's Sloan. Tony with a rebound. Tony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen away. Here's Gabriel. Pass to Williamson. Here's Sloan. Inside. Kicks it out to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. And there's the rejection. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Tony. Now here's Nance. Here's Hendricks. Puts up a 3. On target from range. Hendricks has got 8.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Gilmore. Give him 8 points now. Beyond the arc. Nance pulls down the board. Nance has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Evans. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. That puts them in the lead. Tony's got 7 points for the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Boston pulls it in. Pass to Sloan. Three-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Tony. Out to the right wing. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
First team foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Williamson's checked in for Boston. Boston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. Miles with a rebound. Los Angeles has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And there's the screen. Pass to Nance. And Nance with the slam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Celtics trail by 3. Williamson outside.
Los Angeles foul. Hendrick. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Williamson. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Gilmore. 4 on the clock. Going inside, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
Gilmore at the line for 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Pass to Hendricks. 3-pointer. The shot misses. Boston trailing. Here's Gilmore. It from 3. He's got 11.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. The Lakers, 3rd.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Here's Evans. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Evans, 1 shot.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Williamson. And there's a pick from behind the arc. Rebounded by Evans.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Hendricks. Give him 8 points now. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. That one doesn't drop. And the Celtics shooting around 29% in quarter number 2. Pass to Williamson. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. Counted. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Oh, he is feeling it. 3 trifectas here in the second quarter. 4 already for the game.
Here's Hendricks. To the inside. Stripped it away. Inside. Here's Gilmore. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
A minute 9 left to play in the half. Down low. And Nance with the slam.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
1 minute left in the second period. To the middle. And the basket by Williamson. Williamson's got 5 now.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Hendricks. Nance with a screen on Williamson. Here's Evans. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Here's Hendricks. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Nance with a screen on Williamson. Hendricks no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Celtics out in front, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch.
Especially for those of us who are brought up playing the game this way.
Let's go now to our NBA power rankings and see how that last leg of the season is shaking out. Shaking a leg. Whatever.
You take a look at the Lakers. Not much movement for them, remaining at the number 4 spot on the list. Cruising along, playing some fantastic basketball.
But you look at the top 4 or 5 teams right now, Shaq, I think they all have a legitimate chance at the title.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. The Lakers trail. To the left wing. Here's Tony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to Nance. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nance has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
On the court for the Lakers. And it's Tony in at the shooting guard. Here's Gilmore. He's guarded by Nance. Takes one from 10 feet and off the front iron, and in it goes. 9 points in the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Hendricks. And the 3 off target. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Sloan to the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Boston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
At the line for your Celtics. At the line with 1 shot.
Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Evans. Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. And Hendricks gets it to go.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Here's Gilmore. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sloan. Misses the 3.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
The Celtics have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. It's tipped. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the 2nd half. Here's Hendricks. Drops in the layup for 2. Evans has got 8.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
So it's Boston now. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
The Lakers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Pass to Tony. Here's Hendricks. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And it's off from 3-point range. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Evans. Nance left side. The floater for the lead. Counted from distance. 11 points in the game. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Gilmore. He's got 11. They set a pick. Knocked loose. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Hendricks. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Pass to Evans. Takes a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Pass to Gilmore. Here's Sloan. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Lakers. Nance has got 9 rebounds now. Over to the left wing. Tony passes to Nance. And yep, it's good. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Gilmore. And there's the drive. Yep, count it. 16 points for him.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Tony. Here's Evans. No good on the 3. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to Gilmore. Six to shoot. Here's Sloan. That 3's off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Tony. 15 points in the game. Pass to Nance. Takes a 13-footer. Off the left rim and out. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Gilmore. Driving in. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Now just a 1-point Laker lead.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of 3s in the first half. Now nails another.
Nance outside. Fires the 3. Boston pulls it in. Gilmore's got 7 rebounds in the game. Out to the wing. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Here's Tony. A steady offensive force, averaging around 32.5 a game. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. From downtown, and again, Boston with the triple.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
The Lakers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in this second half. Now here's Nance. He's got 9. Here's Tony. To the inside. And it's rejected. Pass to Sloan. The Lakers with a rebound.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
To the left side wing. Here's Nance.
Boston foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
So both teams making some changes here. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Boston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Right wing. They set the pick. Here's Gilmore. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more. The Lakers trail. Here's Tony. 17 points in the game. Pass to Hendricks. The 3-ball. That shot off.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Williamson inside. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here.
Coming on to the floor for the Celtics, number 9, Jakovic.
To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. 4-3. Rebounded by Gabriel.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark. Lakers trail by 4. To the middle. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 4 rebounds now. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Tony. 17 points in the game. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 16.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Boston on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Hendricks. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. 19 points in the game. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Boston out in front, up by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Here's Sloan. Pass to Gabriel. And here's Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's a look at what's coming up for Boston. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that game against Miami, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second.
Well, it wasn't a perfect trip to the line, but it was good enough to stretch their lead to 2 possessions.
On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Celtics lead by 5. Gabriel passes to Williamson. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Williamson's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Pass to Rose. Shoots a fadeaway. Rebounded by Gabriel. Gabriel's got 5 rebounds in the game. Williamson with it. Inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Tony. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Tony's got 19 points. Boston leading by 7. Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Sloan. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's Miles. Pass to Tony. Here's Miles. From deep. Hits a three-pointer. Now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. To the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Lakers trail by 6. Over to the wing. Here's Tony, covered by Williamson. Good work there as it goes. He's got 21.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Here's Sloan. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Here's Miles. Fires for three. Sloan pulls it in. Sloan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Tries to break his ice. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And he makes a first. And that's good as he hits both shots. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Allie, thank you. The three, tipped. Now the Celtics on the move. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Gilmore passes to Williamson. This one for three. The ball's knocked loose.
At some point, you need to know when to stop shooting. Just too many misses piling up for him.
Tony, no good. And it's Williamson with the ball for Boston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Pass to Gilmore. Again, the miss by Boston. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Miles. Rebounded by Gabriel. Boston has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Sloan. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Tony. Connects from downtown. Tony's got 7 points for the quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Here's Gilmore. Here's Sloan. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Here's Gabriel. Pass to Sloan. Now Williamson. 6 to shoot. Here's Gabriel. Here's Gilmore. No good on the shot. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Tony. Launches it. And Los Angeles, another three.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Over to the left wing. Here's Gilmore. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. No good. That would have tied it.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
To the wing, right side. Here's Sloan. He drops it from range. Sloan's got 10 points in just the second half.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Covered by Williamson.
Celtics foul. Third personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Tony. Wing shot on the way. No luck on that one. Pass to Gilmore. They set the screen. Clock at 6. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Lakers trail by 8. Here's Tony. Out left to the wing. Pass to Hendricks. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Boston. Gilmore's got 9 rebounds now.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And Boston has possession. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Sloan, no good.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And the basket by Tony.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Boston leading by 6. Pass to Gilmore. Down low. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Hendricks. Dance for 3. Knocks down the triple. And he's now got the double-double.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Here's Gilmore. To the inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Lakers trail by 5. A minute 53 left in the game. Looking to get it going. Hendricks, no good. Boston has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Sloan. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for your Celtics. At the line for two shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Here's Hendricks for three. The shot no good.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Pass to Sloan. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Pass to Hendricks, inside. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And the Lakers have possession. It's in, and he's brought them within 2 points now.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Fifth team foul. At the line, Sloan. At the line for two shots.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. To tie it up. Sloan pulls it in.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Here's Evans. Pass to Tony. The three is up. Misses there. So we see the Celtics get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now, our player of the game.